mark a steady rise in Georgia's economy. Once central to the former Soviet Union's development and manufacture of weapons, Georgia has recently resurfaced as a potential player in the world military industry, with active contracts in Russia, Turkey, Germany, and even has stated the need, especially in these times, for a reliable source of oil in the Middle East. Commerce Secretary Moore, on a visit to Azerbaijan this morning, noted the tiny nation's enormous potential for oil, calling on American investors to provide the necessary funds for tapping the reserves.
In many ways, a leader from a bygone era. His beliefs are very firmly founded in Georgian orthodoxy. His political standings more in line with the early 20th century.
Would you fault him then as a politician?
No, not at all. Kumbay Nikolaitz is all politician. He's done wonders for the Georgian economy. A brilliant tactician. It's more a question of ethics.
And ethically speaking?
Well...
Discover President Nikolad's secret. CIA agent Blaustein and Madison were killed for getting too close to information Georgian President Kumbay Nikolad's needed to protect. Yovsha Skrinko, a Russian mercenary, is closely tied to Nikolad's secret. They have arranged to meet in the Ministry of Defense. It's go time.
Echelon got a positive ID on your target from the morgue security cameras. A guy named Vyacheslav Vinko.
How do I find him?
By his license plate.
And if he's not with his car?
Then his driver will be. Grab him and make him talk. Don't be afraid to use force.
Who? Me?
Grimm's daughter just pulled up the schematics on the ministry. They've got a laser security grid online in the courtyard.
So I stay out of the courtyard.
Don't let them trigger any alarms at all. We still don't have any official approval from the Joint Chiefs for this operation, so one slip-up and it's mission over.
All right, ladies and gents, you heard Lambert. We need to get in, get out, obviously, without being seen. Easy peasy in this first beginning section, not too difficult. We're going to be heading downstairs. Now, since this is a no KO, this is a kind of getting in and getting out without being seen. We're going to bypass cameras. We're going to do all that stuff without having to shoot them. Now, there is one camera later that you do have to kind of deal with, but we're just going to shoot the light out because we're going to try to limit ourselves from actually shooting any cameras. And I feel if you were to shoot a camera, it doesn't make any sense because whoever is watching the other side of that camera obviously is going to know something is up, and we don't want to do that. So we're always going to go around cameras instead of shoot them if the game will allow us. Once we head into the garage, we just need to find the actual driver, and then we are going to interrogate him. First part of this level, very, very simple. Thanks to the patrons out there for making it possible for me to make these videos. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Think about becoming a patron as it helps me to keep making these videos and allows me to be able to give back to you guys as well. So check out the link in the description. And of course, it is time to interrogate the driver so we can get some information. It is a mandatory knockout.
What the hell?
I'm going to ask you some questions. When I think you're lying, I'll do this. Who do you work for?
Vyacheslav Grinko.
Tell me about him.
He used to be Spetsnaz. Now he's mercenary. He works for President Nikolaj.
Where do I find Grinko?
He's meeting Mass in the elevator by the courtyard.
Who's Mass?
Philippe Mass, some computer guy. He has access to Nikolaj's office.
What's this meeting about?
I don't know. I swear, it's gotta be something bad if Nikolaj is willing to see Grinko face to face.
I need you to understand that we never talked.
I understand.
Good. Convince me we never talked.
If anybody finds out, Grinko will murder me.
And you're frightened of Grinko?
God, yes!
I want to hear what Grinko and Mass talked about in that elevator.
I'll need to deactivate the courtyard laser grid to get in position.
Then do it.
Once we are making our way back up, there is going to be a guard here. He's very easy to get around. All you have to do is throw a bottle. He's the guard that was upstairs patrolling the hallway before we came down into this area. So just place one outside in the middle. It doesn't matter. Most of the time, he's always going to do what you need him to do, which is he's going to head towards the bottle. He's immediately going to turn around and look in your direction. So make sure you do not go just yet. Wait till he turns back around. The camera is too far to see you, There's actually a camera right there to our left, but it will not see you when you get to this point. Please remember that there are still, if you've done it the way that I have, or maybe you've already taken out the cameras, there's still 2 cameras for us to worry about. So do not rush, and always be aware of your surroundings. That's what makes these games so great, and that's what makes them more challenging, is that for those of us that want that challenge, we need to realize that we have to slow our roll, and we have to be aware of our surroundings. Every single time we get to an objective, every single time we get to a new room, study it, look at it, figure it out, and I'm telling you, it's so much more rewarding than if you just kind of rush in and shoot everybody. Here, we don't have distraction items, but we do have an amazing ability. It is called the jump. So all we're going to do is try to get close enough to where him to hear us, but still remain undetectable, meaning that we're still in the dark so he doesn't actually see us. It can be a little tricky, but you can still do it. He's going to do the same thing as the previous guy, which is immediately turn around to the other side as soon as he gets where he's going. Wait, then he'll just randomly move off into another direction, and at that point, you're free to go. You shouldn't be able to hear anything, and you should be able to make it to the next area without any problems. There is a camera right above you here, so make sure you immediately turn right and turn the light off. In my opinion, if someone's watching the camera and then the light goes off all of a sudden, hey, things happen. That's a lot better than all of a sudden someone shooting a camera. The noise of the fire and everything could still be heard. Makes sense to me. So we're going to go move on with the next section after we do this lockpick here, which is actually going to be a little bit tougher, but still having a lot of fun playing the old Splinter Cell games. Let me know which one is your favorite, which Splinter Cell game is actually your favorite. Mine is still Chaos Theory, but I would love to know what yours is in the comments.
I need a colonel down here. We're trying to get through a retinal scanner.
I passed Colonel Kibashvili on my patrol. Want me to send him down?
God, no. I hate this guy. We'll find somebody else with a ramp.
As far as here goes, we're just going to go inside, and we're immediately going to get into a crouch position before we enter the room. And we're going to wait for the security guard to come in and watch the magic.
I thought the kitchen was closed.
It's a special order for Colonel Kabashvili.
Ah, excellent. May I?
Please.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I just love the type of commentary that this game can actually provide. A lot of really, really funny moments. But we're going to go ahead and move on, and we're going to be throwing this. Wait till the guy actually leaves. If you want to, you can actually do all that beforehand. As soon as you enter the room, you can throw the bottle, and all 3 of the guards, or 2 of the cooks, and 1 of the guard will immediately do what I just did there. But I kind of like that little scene that plays out with him doing that. But as soon as you exit, make sure you go around to the other side. He's going to come in. He's going to turn on this light. If you're quick enough, you can get out before he actually turns on the light, and you're ready to go. Now, I'm going to have a bloopers video, or kind of a fun Easter egg kind of video here after the game, after I complete the game. And there was one time, it's not in this one right here, but the time before this, when I was recording, obviously, the game glitched, and the Colonel stayed upstairs, and he never came down. So I wanted to see if I could do it, and I actually figured out a way how to get the Colonel by going back upstairs without actually getting caught, and then have to drag him all the way down without getting caught. It's actually pretty fun to watch. I wanted it to actually be in this video, but it just didn't look smooth because it was a glitch, so therefore I decided not to have it in there.
You've got an incoming colonel, Fisher. Make the most of him. You'll need him conscious and cooperative if you want to unlock the retinal scanner sealing the door to the courtyard.
That's detailed intelligence.
Knowing everything is my job.
Here, we're going to wait for the Colonel to actually come down. This is what he's scripted and supposed to do. But as I said before, he didn't come down, so we actually had to go all the way upstairs, 2 floors, and find a way to drag him down without taking anyone else out. And it was a challenge, and it was so cool to actually pull it off. It just wasn't very smooth, obviously. So jump as soon as he gets down, and then we can actually take him out and not worry about anyone else. That is the whole point of this. There are 2 mandatory knockouts in this entire level, and those are the only guys we're going to mess with. So we're going to drag his body all the way over to the retinal scanner. There is no other way to do this. You have to take him, drag him before you knock him out, and then use the retinal scanner. Then you can knock him out, put him in a corner somewhere, and you're good to go. I did all of this during my live stream on Facebook, so if you have not, for any reason, come over and checked out some of the live streams that we do, we learn our levels over there, so that way I can bring them to you guys here on YouTube. So support me over there if you want. If not, that's fine. The videos will be here for your enjoyment. It's time to head outside. You can pick up that satchel if you want. It's a medical first aid, not something we need.
The glass elevator's in motion.
Make with the laser, Mike Fisher. It's mission critical that we hear what Grinko and Mass say before they reach the top.
Savages. What did you rip it out with? Pliers?
We had some difficulty with Bloskin's ship. You can see fibers of muscle tissue still attached.
Nasty. Nasty.
You're in the wrong line of work to avoid getting gore on your hands.
Whatever Nikolaj does in Azerbaijan is his own conscience's burden.
You are just a tool?
You're a tool. I'm the technology. I'm the cleanup man. All the blood's on yours and Nikolaj's hands. I'm clean.
And it is?
It's what?
Clean.
Azerbaijan? Yeah, man. The operation's goddamn immaculate. Except for the files. Nikolaj insists on keeping on his own machine. You need to talk to that.
Sounds like we found the subdermals.
I get nervous when the bad guys start making blood jokes.
That conversation's going straight to the Joint Chiefs, and we're gonna need more.
Nikolaj's computer.
You guessed it. Get inside his office and access that machine. Alarms aren't mission critical anymore. We're moving into Fifth Freedom territory.
Once you enter, you're into a new location, and we're going to start the next area. Immediately, there are going to be enemies here that are coming downstairs in the elevator. So we're just going to get to the room that's directly next to the elevator. And for those of you that don't know, yes, this is after the fact commentary because I wanted to focus to bring you guys the smoothest and best gameplay that I could and then be able to do the after commentary so I know exactly what I need to talk about. And again, sometimes in these missions you can be repeating sections for an hour to 2 hours, especially in mission number, or should I say the next mission, the Aura Rig mission, which is a very, very tough mission to do without taking damage and without being seen. So sometimes you're going to need that after the fact commentary, but most of the time it's always usually recorded during the mission. But for the Splinter Cell series, I prefer to do it after, just so I can make it as smooth and enjoyable as possible. So once we head up this elevator here, we're going to save again, and then we need to hurry up and use one of our disposable picks. There is a guy that's going to be entering into this area at some point, so you do want to be a little bit quick. You might as well use them. Remember, we have 2 and we haven't used any. Why not? It's disposable. It self-destructs once you use it. You can grab whatever you want on the computer. You can get a data stick. Again, none of this information is needed, but it's there if you want, if you're a diehard purist. We've done that already. This is strictly that stealth, get in, get out quickly without being seen. This is what I was talking about earlier, where the camera is either you're going to have to shoot it or you're going to have to take out the light next to it. I decided to take out the light next to it because I feel, again, Sam Fisher would not shoot the camera. It doesn't make sense. However, in Splinter Cell, the accuracy in this game is very, very bad. So it might take you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots before it actually works. But eventually, you'll be able to shoot it. And, you know, SMH. So we're going to move to the roof now. On the other side of this room, if you wanted to, there's 4 guards and a break room. There are 2 data sticks you can get, which actually show you pretty much the same information that you're going to get inside Nikolaj's room. But you still got to do the main objective. This section can be a little tough, but then again, it's actually kind of easy. It just depends on RNG. So we're going to be coming down here. Now, what's supposed to happen is you shoot the light, the glass breaks, and you enter the room with that little section dark. However, my aiming is so impeccable and so perfect that I don't break the glass, so I have to shoot twice. But immediately when you come in, make sure you get back out before this guy sees you. This time, he's just on his regular route. He's not doing anything in particular. This is what he does, back and forth once you break the glass. He does not change from this. This is what he does. You want to get up as soon as he heads to your right from the middle point. This will give you enough time to get the information you need and quickly head back to right where you were.
Christ almighty.
What do you have?
Bad things. Keep transmitting. We need to see how far this goes.
What's going on?
Corpses, refugee camps. They've had commandos at work in Azerbaijan for weeks. How the hell did we miss this? Keep transmitting.
Alert! All men to full alert! We have an intruder in Nicholas's office! Wake up, you bastards! I want troops in there now!
Gringo, sir. I've got 3 men about to breach Nicholas's office.
As you can see, the enemies are entering. Stay here, do not move. They will not see you. But if you do move slightly left or right, you do run the risk of them seeing you. So I recommend stay put. Don't do anything. They're only in here for about 15 seconds and they're back out. This guy, he is still on his same pattern.
Fisher, we need the rest of the files from Nicholas's computer. This stuff is going straight to the president. Might be headed for military action and we're going to need airtight proof.
Once he crosses you on the right side, easy peasy lemon squeezy, get back up, do the exact same thing, but this time the door's open and you can head out. You will have enough time to get out of there.
That's the end of it. Thank God.
What exactly is going on?
You wouldn't...
And we didn't know about it.
Nobody did.
What does he want?
You can watch the news later. Rendezvous with Junior Wilkes for extraction.
Make sure you completely run through this section. Do not stop. Keep running. Guards will see you if you slow down.
Nicholas's office is clear. We're heading for the rear gangway.
Who's there? Come out! I want an update. Why hasn't the intruder been caught yet? Do we have men on the real stairwell?
Let's reach the stairwell.
Exit the point. Looks like our man took care of business, and we are done with this mission.
What the hell did you find in there, man? Lambert's flipping out big time.
What's he saying?
Thought we're going to war.
Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. This has been, what, mission number 4, I think, if you include the initial training section. Thank you again for everyone for watching. It means a lot to me. Thank you to all the patrons out there, especially the ones in the producer tier that allow me to make this content and bring it to you guys. So think about becoming a Patreon, as it directly helps me to be able to keep doing what I love to do. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Follow me on social media, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.